The excitement keeps building for College Football 25 as EA just released the teaser trailer that you guys are seeing right here. I know I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. In this video, we're going to talk about the 7 things you need to know for the brand new College Football 25 game. Some of the things like NIL, transfer portal, who will be in the game, a bunch of things that we need to break down here. What game modes will return here for College Football 25? Of course, it's been going to be 10, 11 years since we had our last college football game, so it's going to be amazing. If you enjoy this and want more tips and news just like this, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. If you can hit this video with a like, I really appreciate it. Any questions, as always, let me know down in the comments below. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys check out my ebooks and my coaching sessions. You can find the link payhip.com/tdavisbrand. You can also find that down in the link in the description below. We have a West Coast offensive ebook so far, as well as a multiple playbook defensive ebook. Both these ebooks will help you take your game to the next level. And my coaching sessions as well. We have 30-minute and 60-minute coaching sessions. If you guys want to improve your game and go over anything you want when it comes to Madden. Also, check out the MaddenAcademy.com. Some of the best fundamental tips you can find in the Madden community. Use code TDavis25 for $25 off any of your memberships. You can find that link in the description below as well. And any of my fantasy football friends out there, it is football season, so make sure you guys check out ShipItNation.com, the best place for fantasy football, daily fantasy content. They have a 6-month pass, they have a monthly pass, they have a 12-month pass, an annual subscription. They have all types of different memberships over at ShipItNation.com. My guys, Mike Petta, Hoop2410, and my guy, Toe Tag and Tambo. They are 2 of the best in the world running the site over there, so super pumped to partner with them. They have projections, they have content. Hoop recently won the $1 million tournament last year, so check them out at ShipItNation.com as well. The first thing you guys need to know about the brand new College Football 25 game is that the ESPN Game Day crew and all the commentators are confirmed to be in the game, which is just awesome news. As you guys know, the presentation just so important, like in previous NCAAs and college football games. So it's an awesome boost to have guys like David Pollock, Reese Davis, who we know from Game Day, along with Desmond Howard, who we've seen for years on Game Day, former cover athlete Desmond Howard. So it just brings that, validity and that realism to the game, which we love to see. And then I think the most important thing is that in-game commentary with Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit, who we know call all the major college football games, and they have both confirmed that they will be in the game, been doing hours and hours of gameplay commentary to get ready for the brand new release of the video game. The next thing I think that is important to talk about here when it comes to EA Sports College Football 25 is that the transfer portal and NIL will be included in the game that releases here in July. Now, I'm sure we're going to get many more details on this as we get closer to the launch of the game, but I'm interested to see how this affects different game modes. We'll talk about kind of what the players are getting for deals and what players have already kind of signed on to be in the game. But for this specific point, I want to talk about the transfer portal NIL for, Dynasty mode. Like, how will that affect it? Will you be able to maybe pay players a certain amount of money to come to your school? How will that kind of affect recruiting? How will that affect different aspects of this game, and especially Dynasty mode? I think it's an interesting part of it that we've never seen before in a college football video game, and I'm really intrigued on how it's going to play out. I really don't know how it's going to play out. That's why I'm waiting for more details on it, but I think it's an important thing, to discuss here, an important topic. If you guys have any questions or, comments about it, let me definitely know in the comments below. But I think it's super interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I think the transfer portal NIL being included in the game was the right move. It's become such a, big discussion and big part of college sports, specifically college football here in 2024. So the transfer portal and NIL program will be involved in the EA Sports College Football 25 video game. The next thing that's important to know about the brand new college football game is that over 11,000 college football players were invited to be a part of the game, 134 schools, and 85 players on each team. So, remains to be seen if some of these players will accept. We'll talk about the offer that they did get, but you will see some of the biggest names in college football in this video game because, like I said, over 11,000 invites were sent out to be a part of this. The cool thing for me is the 134 schools. Now, that's not every school, obviously. We won't see, Army and Navy take part with the NIL here. as well as Air Force, I believe. But 134 schools is really, really good. Remember, we've been waiting 11 years for this game. We will take it. 134 schools. You're going to see some of the biggest schools in the country represented. We've seen the last few days on Twitter. A lot of the universities have been tweeting out that they will be a part of it. Teams all the way from Tennessee to Clemson to North Texas, all the way down the list. UAB, I saw. All these teams tweeting out that they will be a part of the game, which is an awesome thing to see. And of course, it remains to be seen what high-level players will accept offers to be a part of the video game. The next thing I want to point out to you guys, and it goes hand in hand with our previous one, is that EA has given an offer to players of $600 and a copy of the game if they do want to be included in this year's College Football 25 game. Now, a lot of discussion on Twitter, on X about this. Should there be a better offer? Should it be more than $600 to put your name and license in this game? And that's interesting discussions, interesting topic. I don't know. Maybe they should get paid a little bit more, but I will say to have your name in this game, to be included in this game, is something that you can never kind of get back. We've been waiting for this game, like we said, for 10, 11 years, so to be included in it is an awesome, awesome thing. And some of the players that have announced they will participate in EA College 25, Travis Hunter from Colorado, Quinn Ewers from Texas, Donovan Edwards, Michigan, Will Johnson, Michigan, Denzel Burke, Quinton Judkins, Jalen Milroe, which is an awesome one, Alabama quarterback, of course, Garrett Nussmeier, Jackson Dart, Brew McCoy. We have a bunch of players that have already announced they will take part in the EA Sports College Football Video Game 25. Now, we've had a lot of positive, great things on this list to expect in the new video game, but the one negative thing, one unfortunate thing, is there will be no real-life coaches included in the game. So no licenses for guys like Nick Saban or Kirby Smart or whoever your favorite coach is in college football. They will not be included in the game. Now, obviously, that's very unfortunate news. There'll be some workarounds, of course, around it. Of course, you can create your own coach. You can probably, edit your coach and make him similar to one of these coaches out there. Obviously, they won't have the stats and the accolades to back it up. I don't think that will kind of hurt the game, that much. I know it's something not ideal, but still, people still excited for this game. Still, when you create a dynasty, you usually want to, create your own coach, but you won't be able to play as one of these top coaches in college football in Division I. A little bit of unfortunate news, but something we can definitely figure out and work around. This next thing you guys must know might be my favorite thing out of all of them, and it's about the game modes. Dynasty Mode, Road to Glory, and Ultimate Team will all be included in College Football 25. To me, this is absolutely amazing. First, of course, we will start with Dynasty Mode. What can you say? College football video games, all college sports video games start with Dynasty Mode. It's the most important thing that there is when it comes to recruiting, playing your games. Now we have the transfer portal and the NIL system involved in it, which will make Dynasty Mode even better. We have the bowl games and the playoff format, which we'll talk about here in a second. That's included. That's important. Conference schedule games. Just so many different ways that you can play Dynasty Mode. It makes it so fun for whether you're a casual player, you're a fan of college football, or you're a competitive type of player. You can do online Dynasty Mode. You can do offline. You can do so many different things. Create a coach. I'm sure there'll be some aspect of that involved. You can maybe even use a player in your Dynasty. Just so many different things you can do with it. And Dynasty Mode is a must-have and a staple. Next up, of course, we have Road to Glory. I know my casual fans out there are so pumped that Road to Glory is back. Always one of the most fun modes in the old college football games, and it is back. You can create your own player, maybe take him out of high school, see if he gets recruited. Play all 4 years. Maybe you leave early for the draft. You can kind of play each game at what position you want, whether you want to be a quarterback, a running back, receiver. I'm sure you'll be able to play on the defensive side of the ball as well. More details should be coming soon here for the Road to Glory mode, but that's always a staple of college football video games going way back in the day. I think the first one was maybe 06 or 07 they had it, and it was always a ton of fun. Then, of course, you have Ultimate Team, right? And Ultimate Team, I think, is going to be so cool for college football, because we had it back in 13 and 14, but Ultimate Team wasn't what it is today, right? It's so advanced. There's so many levels and so many layers to it. And just think, you can go out there and build maybe a USC theme team, maybe a Michigan theme team, right? You get a guy you get Reggie Bush out there with Matt Leinart, Mike Williams, some of these studs on your squad. You think about Vince Young from Texas, theme team. Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. You kidding me? It's going to be so much fun to build your squad here for Ultimate Team for college football, and it's something I'm super looking forward to. And finally, the last thing you guys need to know about the brand new video game is that there will be a 12-team playoff with every bowl game, and it is fully customizable. So maybe you want to go back to the 4-team playoff. Maybe you want to go just do bowl games. Maybe you want to have 2 teams play in the playoff. Maybe you want to even do 8 or 10. It's fully customizable where you can make the playoffs in the bowl games however you want it, which is an awesome feature, an awesome add. I was a little bit worried, would they have all 12 teams here for the playoff format? Would they still have it at 4? But they will have the 12 if you play on the default settings here for your dynasty. But like I said, it's fully customizable, which is awesome. You can make it any way you want, which is what you always want when you play in a franchise or a dynasty mode. Everything should be customizable in the game for you. So overall, whether you're new to the college football franchise, whether you've been around for years and you've been waiting 10, 11 years for it to come back like I have, this game should be a lot of fun. It is a step in the right direction for us. I think the numbers are going to be massive. I think we're going to see a lot of big sales. I think this game's going to do great when it comes to consumers buying it, and I think that's huge for EA and huge for us going forward, so that we continue to have a college football game that we can play every single year. So I can't wait. More details should be on the way here as we head into April and May and March. But I think once we get to May and June, we'll have a lot of details, and then hopefully we get that launch date. Maybe July 12th, I'm hearing, but sometime in July. I cannot wait. Hope you guys are as well. Like I said, if you enjoyed this content and want more, make sure you subscribe. If you give this video what they like, I appreciate it. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be back for plenty more tips and news here on the channel. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my exclusive content here on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links in the description below if you want more cool stuff from your boy.